Alrighty, welcome back. I think I got... Yeah, okay, sound is going from the game too. Cool. So we're going to talk to Luke Willow. We're going to do Bird in Hand. I can't remember what this quest does. Greetings, madam. Tell me, how goes the training for your avian mount? I could not help but notice, but there is some bias towards real-life combat. All battle and no bonding makes for a less noble bird. I see that you already have a fine residence of your own. I don't, actually. Why not build a stable for your chocobo? Closeness leads to fondness, and there are other perks. Indeed, I could tell you of those and more if you wish. We of Ishgard have a knack for chocobo husbandry. We have forgotten more than Gridania will ever know, I fear. One Ishgardian knack is to stable chocobos at one's residence. That makes it possible to train and feed the birds. The second knack is to keep the stable meticulously clean and picked up. Chocobos are cleanly creatures and easily distressed by slovenly housekeeping. Shall we get straight to it? Pick up every vegetable scrap littering the stable, if you please. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done this because I have never had housing. I don't have housing now, but there's a possibility that the free company that I'm a part of has housing, and that's what the quest is picking up on. But then again, I'm pretty sure every free company I've been a part of has had housing. So your guess is better than mine. Scraps have been picked up. Luke Willow, what do you need next? Have you collected all the vegetable scraps? Very good. I will take those. Take them. The place is as fresh as cream. How well the chocobos look, fluffing their feathers in contentment. You would do well to lay in a magic broom. You shall need to use those for a proper cleaning, but that is for another time. There is more to stable care than simple cleaning, and that brings us to the third Ishgardian knack, fresh feed. I am not the aptest tutor for this craft, however. There is one that has the knack right here in Bent Branch. That would be Mistress Margol. M-A-R-G-A-U-L-T. Margolt. Margol? Whatever. The resident botanist. She's in charge of all cultivars maintained here for the chocobos. Go to her and beg a few greens and information from her. She will not stint you on either. Okay. Margol. Some feed for your chocobo? Aye, you've come to the right place for it. It has been a warm spring. Try the kraka root. Many birds who would otherwise go off their feed cannot resist these luscious roots. We raise them with love as well as skill. Master Luke Willow likes to call that a knack. I've no quarrel with it. 'Tis a joy to grow, whether it be vegetables, chocobos, or a skill in one's hands. Why not try your own hand at growing vegetables? You say that you have a house? A house must have a field. Food grown with your love and care? How could your bird not thrive eating feed such as that? Mayhap we are not what we eat, elsewise my father would be a codfish or swim in butter, but the feed certainly makes chocobos. Aye, so sensitive is their nature that you can see the effect of a particular feed as clear as day. But I have yet to tell you about the main feeds. You are sure to be fascinated. Shall we ever tire of speaking of the gishel greens? Precious, luscious plants. You can summon and train your birds with these greens, but as wonderful as gishel greens are, they are hardly unique in being attuned to specific areas of a chocobo's abilities. The art of raising a chocobo involves choosing a balance of these vegetables to feed your bird, thus creating a chocobo that is, well, just so. The best laid plans of wranglers are often frustrated by a picky eater, though. Do make sure you come to know each bird's likes and dislikes. They are no pieces of magic to bend to your will, but when bird and woman grow together, why, you might discover something very special indeed. Aye, you would do well to grow your own feed. May as well fight with a pine sword to raise a chocobo without a vegetable field of your own. Visit a store to buy the seeds, and remember, love and skill. That's the knack. There's the knack. I do go on, don't I? You came for a handful of feed and got an earful, but that's the way of it with us botanists. Take this fine specimen of a kraka root to your sweet chocobo, and I wish you both the joy of it. Lucolo. Ah, were you able to collect some chocobo feed? Margot is never stingy with her vegetables. Giant cracker root that looks like a carrot. As fine a cracker root as I've ever seen. A magnificent specimen. This will make the training all the more effective, I believe. Ah, shoot. We come to the fourth knack of chocobo husbandry, Mercy. Training. I hear head wrangler Keitha about her work. There's a thought. Go and speak with her. She will teach you much and more of training chocobos. Oh, I'm so sad that I picked this up. But I'm gonna finish it. Keitha. Nice to see you, Venturer. Here to learn about training your bird, you say? Stable your chocobo and you'll be able to train the sweetheart, but you need to give him a treat straight after and not a moment later. What I do is to go pick up a choice bit of feed before I get the bird into training. The results vary, as that slick ruffian at the ebony stalls used to say. Around here, results depend on how clean the stables are, what treat you give. But as long as you love your chocobo, it's hard to muck it up. Well now, got a fine root, a cracker root, on you already. That'll work a treat, no pun intended. Go on, start training little Leah here. Hey, little Leah, a chocobo right next to Keitha. She kicked at me the first time, and the second time, and then the third time, she coos and cheers. Very rude. That was sweetly done, Venture. You've some skills at this, I reckon. Some are made to train just that one bird, but you can handle any chocobo. Some Venturers share a stable, you know. Might be you could care for birds other than your own. You muck out the stables, that means you're helping raise the other Venturers' birds as well as your own. Don't matter who did the mucking out, really. Those birds have been cared for, you see. That ought to hold you for a while. Aye, no use pouring too much wine into a cup. You best return to Lucolo before Zish Guardian Braincase starts imagining the worst. Alright, Lucolo. Sweetly done. High praise indeed from Keitha. Excellent, excellent. I have now taught you all the knacks you must needs know at this time, I believe. It is my hope that you will add a stable to your residence, and there raise a chocobo to serve as your brave mount and trusted companion. How I long to meet that bird someday. I trust you will not disappoint me. Probably will. Didn't mean to pick this up. That is the end of this quest. I'm going to end this video here, and I have to answer some questions, and then, yeah.